Hello, welcome back to the farm with Don and Brenda.
Today's a beautiful fall day, so we're going to take you on a tour of the whole farm. All right, a farm wouldn't be a farm without a farmhouse, right? So this is our house. The center two-story part is actually the original farmhouse. Part was built in 1840, part of it in 1880. And then there was a small addition put on one end and an addition put on this end. So the original part is really cool, and we love the front porch. We spend many nights on that front porch.
Our 1885 Pennsylvania bank barn is all ready for winter. It's loaded with hay bales and even some straw. Come on out front to the barnyard. Let me show you a few things. Okay, I'm in the barnyard. Soon we're going to bring the hay feeder in, and we'll put the round bales in there. And then in the wintertime, when it's really cold, they can come out and get hay in the barnyard and don't have to go out into the field because the hay will have all turned and it's not very tasty at this point. So they'll hang out a lot in here, and you can see we get good sun in the yard. We still have a few nice days left in autumn, so we left the Adirondack chairs and the tree swings in place. And now we'll turn over to the barn. And Brenda said that the cows are still inside.
Yep, this is the door we go in every day to take care of them, so come on in. You ready? Want some more? You want some more? There you go. Have a good dinner, guys.
So over the summer we carry 4 or 5, this year was 5 Angus, and 3 of them were sent to the butcher in the fall, and now we just carry 2 over the winter, and it's much less pressure on our pastures and our hay supply. Okay, walking back past the barn and the house, we go to some of our ag buildings and garages. We actually have 13 bays filled with vehicles and equipment. And we go around back and see the pasture. Put in 20 trees in and around the pasture, and they're all maple trees, have beautiful colors here in the fall. Okay, beside the pasture we have our outside fire pit, which we enjoy with the grandchildren, have fires and s'mores. And besides that is the pavilion. Again, the roof on that is all solar panels. And it looks like Brenda's over at her butterfly hut. Let's go take a look.
This is actually a building he built on top of our well pit, but it doubles as a butterfly house for me to raise monarch butterflies in the summer. So, cute little butterfly hut.
But this year wasn't a normal year, was it?
No, well, we traveled a lot and I didn't see many monarchs. The monarchs are in serious trouble. So hopefully next year we'll find more and be able to raise more.
And here's a little mini fish pond that we have. Our son and grandchildren keep some small fish in here, and also serves as a water source for our honeybees. And we'll get our orientation again right by the pavilion. So Brenda, what should we go to next?
The chicken coop.
All right.
This is my very special chicken house, the Chick Inn. And we actually have it set up really well. There's 2 yards, one on this side with a door going into the enclosed run, and one on the other side with a door going into the enclosed run. So I can let them use 1 yard or both. Right now they have access to both yards, so they have plenty of room to run around. They're very, very happy girls.
All right, chickens are going to get a treat here.
Well, now we're standing in front of the garden and our lovely compost piles. And if you noticed, I'm dressed a little different. We started this video 2 days ago and it was 75. Today it's 45. That's autumn in Pennsylvania. So we have our compost pile set up so that the newest pile is always on the left, the fresh pile. And then as it matures, we flip it down to the right so that the one on the far end then is always ready to go. So it's a pretty good system. So you've seen the garden before. If you haven't, I'll show you some videos for that. And then right over my shoulder, that's where the high tunnel is.
And this is our wood chip receiving area. We have many local contractors that take trees down, grind them up, and they give us some great wood chips. Now, we don't use these in the garden except for walkways. You know, we use it in all the pathways around the gardens and the market garden and the orchard. So, and then off to my right is our bee area. We currently have 4 hives now, and we built that wind wall to keep the northwest winter wind off of our bees. So they're just getting ready for winter. They've got plenty of honey inside to survive the next 5 or 6 months. So off to the side is our daughter's house and her family. And here behind me is one of 4 plots that we have for sweet corn or buckwheat or pumpkins every year. And then behind, and you can see in the distance, we have 16 acres of field corn. And then behind that yet is our 6 acres of native grasses and meadows. And now we're in our hay field. Doesn't the grass look great? We took hay off it about 2 weeks ago. It's growing back nice. But now we have a barn full of hay for the season. We won't take hay again until next spring. Behind me, you can see the corn still standing, and off directly behind me you can see the warm season grasses and native wildflower field that surrounds the cornfield on 3 sides. All right, here's 2 other plots that we have. They're about half-acre lots. The one on my right here, I planted it about a week and a half ago with winter wheat, and that will be a nice cover crop. Now what I'm going to do in the spring is I'm going to terminate the winter wheat. It's all going to lay down real nice. Then I'm going to plant pumpkins in it. So the pumpkins are going to grow on top of the straw from the winter wheat. That's the plan anyway. And then on the side here, I planted this, and we're going to actually extend the orchard. The orchard is at the end of the market garden here. We're going to extend it out here, and we're going to grow some specialty nuts and fruits like pawpaw and hickory, hazelnut, and all kinds of interesting different fruits and nuts that you don't normally see. Well, thanks for joining us on the tour of the farm. Whew. Could you have seen that 4 years ago when we started?
No. When we first bought this place, from all the outbuildings, everything out there was corn. There was no chicken coop, no garden, no tunnel.
No pasture.
No bee area. We have had to take over all that area and make all that stuff.
Yeah. And fix the fences and the gates, and you put in the high tunnel.
Yeah.
Fix up the barn.
We look back and it's like, we've done a lot in the first 4 years.
And we had no idea what we were doing and no experience.
True, very true.
So we could do it, you can do it too, but...
Yeah, and when we saw 42 acres, it was huge. What are we going to do with 42 acres?
Yeah.
Now, like, we've used every inch of it, and every inch has a purpose.
Yeah, now I know where every rock and stump and, is.
You know the land.
I do. And something else has happened. It's kind of worked its way into my heart. So I love the land here. I love the land.
We love our farm.
Yeah. So I think now we're at the point where we've taken on so much. I wouldn't dare say we have it under control, but we've learned a lot. And I think that we want to refine what we're doing now before we take on too much more.
Yeah, kind of fine tune everything, make the gardening a little more streamlined.
Yeah.
Just everything, get it under control for real.
And I think, for me, I think the orchard was the toughest thing to learn and overcome. There's so many different diseases and...
And with planting all the new fruit trees and the new nut trees,
yeah.
he's going to have more of that to take care of.
Yeah, we will. We also learned a hard lesson this week about the deer. We protected some of the trees that are outside the orchard that we planted around. I had, protection on the lower trunk, against the bucks rubbing, and I took it off because the tree outgrew it, and we had, 5 or 6 trees damaged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have deer on the farm, but we must have a big buck too.
Yeah. So I had to get some bigger material to protect it. So we learned some hard lessons along the way.
But we're having fun too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, hope you enjoyed that tour and got a better picture of our whole layout here. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.